Hey guys, so today I wanted to tell you a little bit how I work with divine design. What is exactly the thing that you are receiving when you receive the offerings of the combinations of teachings that I use, and yeah, in general, my superpowers as a reader and as I wouldn't say that I'm an astrologer because I always have considered myself an explorer of teachings, of energy, of myself and the other being, especially. So I always learn. You help me learn. You've always helped me to learn. And yeah, I come to the place that it's deep, that I found the secrets of the psyche and how it works and how it doesn't work. And I have did that through astrology, yeah, and through divine design, because it is not on the chart everything. The chart is a means of us to develop our psychic abilities, to be clairvoyant, to be clear hearing, to be sensing the energy of the other, and to be, well, to just let the healer inside do the magic. And the healing is always possible when we stay in the heart. That's the special thing about healing, that everybody can give and everybody can receive. And the only thing is, how open are you to this energy and how willing are you to surrender yourself to work with this energy. So, this is my work. I surrender my body so mm, so it can flow, so creation can flow easily and with consciousness and with understanding about who you are, because this is my part of the movie and how I have discovered what is my part and what is my place, what is my work, and all of this. Well, I have done it through experimenting with my energetic blueprint, with astrology, with human design, with jinkies, with the Mayan calendar, with all the constellation works that I have found, and took them and used them in my life, not just here in my mind to study and but to live them out, and to see what works and what doesn't work. And it has been an experimentation, not only with how I live, my design and my purpose through which the stars have inherited for me, but it has been also a discovery of how this works for the other, for me to see their purpose, to see their role in life, their theme, their challenges, and their talents. So, yeah, because this is my place that I want to share a little bit about my history and how I came to do what I do. Um, I I cannot go without saying that it is really the sacred medicine that has helped me so much with discovering the divine nature inside each of us, just to seeing this beautiful part that is always inherent in us and that we sometimes forget about it. We just get up we get up in this movie. We get too attached to things sometimes. Not all of us. Some of us are more attached, some of us let go more easily, but the thing is that there's always this divine part of us, and it is possible to be found. It is possible to be, to reconnect with that. If you lose it, it is possible, and we have the instruments. This is why we can use technology and this ancient knowledge combined with futuristic ways of practicing it. Because when I come here and I take I take this funny machine called my laptop, I'm using the technology, yes, but I'm not letting AI to to program me. I work with it. I program it. I analyze and think with my mind, feel with my heart. I don't let it say what am I. I just let it play with me. It gives me hints. It gives me, just a mirror of my consciousness, so I can discover who I am, and discover the bigger picture, discover, just, expand my consciousness. And yeah, it is something amazing if we can find the balance between nature and technology, between ancient and future, between ourselves and the other. Just to find the balance is just to live in the heart. So this is something that I base divine design on, because I often found through astrology teachings or human design, you get too much in the head because it's so logical. You can dig and dig and dig and go deeper and deeper, and you know all the aspects and how it connects and da 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 da. And yes, you can do that, and it's super fascinating. And if you're somebody like me, you can learn something and just understand it a little bit much more, a little bit better, just but the truth is always in us. And this is something that really can help if we use it consciously. And this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to present you my way of working with astrology and human design and the gene keys and all of the wisdom that I've inherited along the way. Because it is, it is a path that I have walked and continue to walk, and it's spiritual and it's material, and they're intertwined always, because I have this body, I have this material machine that I need to take care of, and this always pushes me to the material to go and, to be able to provide for myself and to whomever I can provide. But I have this spiritual part of me, my soul, my spirit, that I need to provide as well. So I found these teachings really challenging in a way that's really positive for me, because I like working with this challenge. Hey, who I am, can I discover the true nature of myself and find power in that? Find my inherited power. The one that is given to me, that is me, and it flows through me each time that I am one with all, and I am one with mother, and I'm one with father and everybody, and all the, just with nature. When I don't separate myself from the great me, the cosmic me, the unity that we are all when we are in the heart. And yet I can find this difference, this wow, unique part of me that's like, hey, I'm so different. Nobody's like me. No, no, no. So, this is the balance as well. To be one, but to know your place in the one, your different part in the movie that we are creating here with our consciousness. And this is fascinating. And this is something that we can do this now, because we have the knowledge, we have the technology, we have the time and space. Like we have ourselves, and we have a peaceful moment that we can just breathe and look inside and look outside and just realize the deeper meaning in life, our meaning. So yeah, thank you. And I always intertwine my deeper spiritual, feeling and meaning with some practical stuff. And the practical stuff I find here. I find them in the charts, to be honest. I find them in the charts. And now I'm gonna show you how I find them in the charts. Mm. So, when you come to me for a consultation, what happens? I take your birth data, birthplace, birth time, year, everything, month, date, and we have a conversation. We have a conversation about where you at, what are you looking in life, how are you coming to me? Do you have any expectations, or you're looking for something in particular you want to know about yourself? How ready are you to explore? How everything that just comes naturally, because this is super infinite. We can work with this until the rest of your life, but you can realize yourself right here, right now, and you don't have to. So these are, again, the middle path. This is something that you can just always find something inside of it. But it's something that can awaken your consciousness in the moment. You don't have to, to dig deep. You just need this click, and then it starts. It starts flowing for you. And the flow, it's unlocked by, well, about decision making. What to do? I'm really amazed, but this is my 7-year process that I have done, and it is with human design, and this is human design. If you don't know, you can for sure find a lot of information. Maybe one day I say more about it. I don't want to go deeper now. I just want to say that human design for me was the thing that unlocked so much, because I just surrendered. I just surrendered to a decision making process, And this is the beauty about life. I didn't know that it would happen like this, but 7 years ago, when I found my teacher, when I found my beautiful teacher, Jean Philippe, in Ibiza, I'm gonna put a little bit, I think, his site under this video, so you can see him and get a consultation with him if you want, because he's super amazing. He's a reflector, for whoever knows what a reflector is. And yeah, he's just the best. He's just the best for me, But this is because he introduced me to the deeper side of human design. I knew about it, a few years before that, but I discovered deeper meaning, and I discovered a lot about how spirit is working with this system. And how I did that is by this beautiful and sacred invitation that he gave me to study and to see how human design is working. And for me, human design is really working, and it's working in a very mystical and sacred way. But through the years, I've done divine design, because there are a lot of things in human design that are just not resonant with my heart. The way of, the one-sidedness of all, because I like to take everything and just put it in place. That's why I don't use only human design, although it has its magic. I need to put everything in one. This is just how my consciousness works, So I take this, and I take the beautiful strategy and authority that human design gives, and just take this knowledge about what is open and what is closed in one person. Where is he receiving and what is he giving to the other? All of these energies, and I watch what's happening. I watch what's happening to me. I watch what's happening to the other. And this is and this was, and it will be my process, because, well, it's fascinating. It's fascinating that to see that everybody has its role and it can be easily defined if you know your birth data. It's not that hard, if especially if you know what are you doing and what are you looking for. But still, I can discover it here. But for you to discover it for yourself and gain real knowledge, to gain real knowledge is real power. It's what is worth. You don't have any use if I tell you, if I tell you, hey, you're a projector and you need to do that and you don't need to do that and this is good and this is bad. It's not the thing. It's the process of your life that shows you who you are. But I give you guidance, and this is my work. And this is my work as a projector. This is my design. I mean, this is my role in the whole. That's why I'm so devoted to it. That's why it just flows so easily, because the whole supports me to do that. It doesn't support me to do it doesn't support me to do much. It supports me when I guide. It supports me when I learn instruments and techniques, and I surrender myself to the true knowledge, to the true healing of to seeing the divine nature in all of us. That's when I'm supported by the whole, and where I feel that's where I feel success, I feel wholeness, I feel that I am contributing, and I feel that I'm receiving what I need. And for me, this is abundance. I don't need much. Through my life, I've discovered I need a little bit. But the most important thing that I need in my life is to do my purpose and to live with my heart, and to be, to just be excited about what I do, to see that I grow through my work, and to see that my work has meaning. So this is what I can offer, and I thank everybody. I thank all of you that have supported me through the years, and I thank my mother and my father, and my cosmic and my heart. My cosmic mother and father, and the ones that gave me birth as well, because it is without them, this sacred road that they take in my life, that I wouldn't be here, and without their support. And I thank all of the people that have trusted me and this process of creation of divine design, because I know that I like to experiment, and I know there are people that sometimes are, just give me the information, just give me what I am, and I'm good. And okay, I understand that. I can give you the information and you go and experiment, of course. But still, I love the ones that, thank you for this, but the ones that stayed with that, and they stayed 7 years and had, had this trust, and the ones that really transformed their lives. Thank you, because it's amazing to see the transformation in consciousness, and the possibilities that we have inherent in our bodies. Where we started, where we now, and the consciousness that is available to us, and the possibilities. It's just amazing. And I'm so grateful to being able to use all of this knowledge, and to be able to make it possible to my people to see a different kind of consciousness. And it has been a process through learning a lot, but living a lot as well, because to me, life is the real teacher. It is life that has taught me. And for me, the most natural processes in my life are the ones that transform me, like, to a completely new person. And these are the processes of giving birth. These are the processes of loving, of creating, of you know, of communicating my truth and being open and being honest. This is the process of healing. This is the process of grieving sometimes. This is the process of falling in love and having my heart broken. And this is the process of being spiritually. This is the process of being asleep. And this is the process of being awake. Hmm. I know what is it not to not to see, and I know what is it to see, and I know it's something that is really brave to say, but I say it because you know because I think it's worth it, and I think if more of us do it, we're gonna live in a much interesting place, much more conscious and aligned and in harmony. And this is how we need to do it if we want to make evolution works for us, because this is my process of standing here and being open and being vulnerable in a way with what is sacred to me, because my work is one of the most sacred things I have in my life. And showing you here and just thank you, I thank for myself as well that I found the place inside of me to share all of that. And well, I thank my daughter. I thank all the children in the world, because they are my inspiration, and she is my inspiration to be here and to do what I do, because I see that there is this the purpose, to leave something behind that the next generation can take, and just make some of it and continue and continue, and making it more beautiful and conscious, and just fill it with life, fill it with beauty, with harmony. And this is my power as a woman that I can bring to you, because I take all this mental and logical stuff. They're super logical. These are mathematics, and I give them life. I see them how they work in life, and what can they do to transform consciousness, to transform your consciousness, and for me to be your guide in this process, to be the one that can support you in your way. And yeah, it's a process of one is surrender, but the other one is humbling my ego, because when you do the thing that you're here to do, and you say, hey, I'm not gonna do anything that's not in my purpose, you limit yourself a lot. Yeah, there is this limitation, there is this limitation that astrology and all the charts show us. And in a way, we are limited by our bodies, we are limited by this machine. And then there is this infinite nature of our consciousness. But we need to put them together, we need them to put them together for them to work. The infinite consciousness that's here to come in the body and just to watch the movie, Your infinite me is taking body after body after body and just experiencing a beautiful ride. And if you allow it to be a truly beautiful ride, well, you can enjoy your life. Why don't you do it? Why all this struggle, The meaning in life. What is the meaning in life, guys? Let's ask ourselves the deeper questions. What is the meaning of life? And can you find your meaning? And finding your meaning transcend the meaning, and just let go and just enjoy the trip. And this can be of help, yes, if you know what you do. Because, like, you see, here is my astrology chart. I won't go deep because there is so much that's going on, you know. I don't want to go deep now. I just want to show you a little bit of limitation, you know. This is what I came. This is the imprint. When my mother was giving birth to me, and the imprint that came through the light of the sky, bam, it gave me an imprint. And this is the gifts I come. And when we look at your child, you know, and your child's gifts, well, it's something special because that's when you recognize your child. And as a mother, I can tell you that it's really helpful. It's really helpful to be able to see your child not only through my, you know, through my projection and my movie, what I want it to be, what I don't want it to be, but see a part that, hey, this child is different and it has its own path. It has its own, you know, going on, its own trip. And as a mother, I can support. And through human design, through the strategy and authority, through knowing what's happening inside of that body, I can support him or her the right way. So this is something really important for children, but I will make another video for it because, wow, it's a lot. So, but I wanted to say about the limitations. You know, this is the limitation I come. This is my imprint. And then, you know, because some of you ask me, but what happens every day? I'm changing, you know, I'm transforming. Doesn't it change? And I'm like, yes, it changes. And you know, that's why the classic astrology just doesn't work for me, because yes, I come with this imprint, but then I change. You know, I have the transits that are changing me every second of each day, you know, changing the way I can see my consciousness. And yet there is this progression of my card that changes me from the inside out, you know. So it's always changing what I can see about the deeper thing with astrology is when you see the doer, you know, when you see the one that's doing the movie, it's not the one that's watching the movie. And you need to understand a little bit about the one that's doing, you know, about the role that you're playing, because this is the role, you know, this is the role in the theater of life. And the eternal part of you, you know, the ancient, the one that it's here from the beginning and will be here till the end, and that we are, that is, that just is, that is God, that is love, that is, it's the one that's watching this, you know. So we have the role and we have the watcher. And that's what I love about human design, by the way, because it had a story, the story that comes, and why design comes to us is because we are ready to realize this part of us, you know, to be Buddha incarnated, to be the watcher, and to tell our story, you know. In the end, that's what counts, just to tell your story, just to have this experience and to have the knowledge out of it, you know. If you have a good story, it counts. You know, there is no right or wrong. There is no really good or bad. If you're just watching, and if you know who's doing the doing and who is watching the movie. But this is liberation of consciousness. And liberation of consciousness, it takes work. It takes devotion to a process. For me, it has been more than 7 years, to be honest, but the 7-year process of human design and of the surrender to the decision making is something, well, it's something sacred. if you do it with your heart, if you do it like, yeah, if you just give in, if you just surrender, if you have this luck in life to be able to surrender and find the beauty, find meaning, that's when you find your signature. That's when you can live this and live it in its highest potential. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen in my life, in my work. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I love Jinkies, you know. I love Jinkies because it has this truly exquisite language that it speaks with. You know, this spectrum of consciousness that we are working with, and how your design and your astrology, it's a path that you walk. You know, you can see it. This is the way of your life. This is the way that you came here to live. And when you live your life, when you came, you chose it, you know. You chose this before you came here on earth. The question is, do you remember it, or you need me to remind you? Or would you like to have this gift to your child, so your child never forgets who it really is, you know? And this is the gift that we can do, and that we can give to our children. But you know, it is like putting a mask in an airplane. You have to do it for yourself. If you're grown up, you gotta do the process. It's worth it, you know. It's worth it, these 7 years of deconditioning, because it's a really funny trip if you know how to do it. If you have the knowledge, and if you have the proper guidance, and you gotta enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, if it doesn't flow, just don't do it. Maybe it's not your trip, you know. But if it's your trip, I'm here to support you. That's my God's given gift. That is what my teachers gave me, and this is what life taught me and is teaching me, and how it is transforming me each and every day. So basically, I showed you three stuff here. I showed you astrology charts, I showed you human design, and I showed you gene keys, you know. But this is not everything, you know. These are the things that I use from the logical side, from this technology. But to be honest, the technology is just a little part of it. It's just a little part of divine design, because divine design is about being connected to the divine, you know. Always have the connection to the earth, to the sacredness of our mother, and always having the connection to the sky and the, you know, the sacred presence of our father. And through being connected, it is how I sense, I see, and I guide. And this is a tool that I use. But the real power, it's in us. So it's not a problem if we have a blackout and this doesn't work. Divine design is working, you know. Divine design is in us. And for all the projectors, for all the guides, you know, for all the projectors like me, maybe you are as well, who knows, maybe your child. We are here to do this sacred work. We are here to be the ones that humanity can trust with consciousness. And it is our part of this of creation. And if we embrace it, the whole takes care of us. And if you're a generator, if you're a responder to life, well, your part is to find what you really love to do and do it, and devote yourself and just let the energy move you in that way, and have real satisfaction of what your energy can do, you know. But the thing is that we have to work together, and that's the that's the magic of life, Everything is just juxtaposed. Everything has this yin and yang, sun, sun and earth. Everything has this playing, and we're like this as well. And projectors and generators, guides and responders. Well, we're always working together. So this whole consciousness playing world can work. And if we make it to work in harmony, we live in harmony. We live in harmony with ourselves, and we are liberated. So we can just watch the movie and enjoy and tell the story of what is it to be a unique human being, of what is it to be myself, And this is my trip. And to discover your trip, we can do that. So, because this is an introductory video with which I want to tell about my story, how I come about to do what I do, to get you to know a little bit what divine design is, because it's a whole new concept. I just, it's more philosophical, but the vision that I have, because as the guide I am for 6, this is my profile. I stand on the top, I stand on the top of the mountain, and I see what I need to see. And from the top, I need to tell you stuff, I'm still not at the top. I'm on my way. This is my process. But from here, where I am right now, I see that the only thing that's really worth doing, the only thing, it's to see inside, and to work with yourself, to work with consciousness, with your consciousness, to discover, because everything is inside, everything. It's the light and the dark. And if you know your light and your dark, you find yourself in the middle. And that's where you are. And it works, but it works, for me, it's the most valuable thing that I can have, myself. The power in my belly, the power in my heart, the power in my mind, in my hands, in my womb, the power in my voice to create my reality and to live from the heart. And for me, this is sacred. And I am here. I'm here to defend the sacred. I'm here to stand for what I believe in. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if anybody will watch this. I don't know if anybody cares. I just know that I want to speak my truth. And maybe it's something that, artificial intelligence needs to hear. That they are humans that are here. And humans, we are something special. And we are here to show you what it looks like to be a human in this world. To be able to live a life that's awake, that's 9-centered, because this is what human design came to show us. That 9-centered life, it's much different from the 7 centers, It's much different, and it's about being awake in your body. It's about being able to watch without judgment. Just watch and learn. Just watch and learn. Just tell the story. Tell the story of your trip, of your unique trip, And just, but to tell the story, you need to have it first, you know. Do you have your story? Or are you living a life that's not yours? Because if you have a beautiful story, just share it with the people. We would love to hear, you know. Because in the end of the day, it's really nice to hear a nice story, you know. A one that's, wow. You know, that's what I really enjoy by the fire. To see somebody who's real, who's authentic, who's awake, to see and to speak like my soul connecting to its soul, to his or her soul, to the soul of the universe. Because this is how we do it. And we can do it right here, right now, you know. Actually, it is technology that is making it possible for me in this moment to be connected with you and to have this, you know, to feel it, to feel the consciousness, to live in the heart and to be one, you know. And that's where I stand. And that's where I wait for you. And I'm not alone here. I want you to know that I'm not alone because I know this. And I feel the sacred and beautiful hearts of all the people that have realized that the truth is inside. And we are all one and we need to help each other. Because that's how the organism, the bigger organism works, of Mother Gaia, of Mother Earth, you know. We are just one cell. I am a cell, you are a cell, you know. And this is how I see the part, you know. I see if you're working in the stomach or you're working in the head, you're working here or here in the bigger organism. And if you're in frustration, if you're in a bad place in your life, these are the tools that can realign you, to realign you with your true path, where you're in harmony with everything, so you feel supported with everything around you and everybody. And if you are a child, these are the tools that can support you in just walking your path effortlessly without having to have this confusion, you know, to getting into the Maya, to the illusion of the world. But you can stay from your being, your birth, till the day you leave your body, till the death of the body. You know, you can stay a sovereign being. You can just shine your light. And this is what inspires me, you know. And that's why I stand here, I stand inside of me and just wait, you know, because I'm a projector, I'm a guide. I just wait for you to need me. If you don't need me, I don't have anything to do, you know. And it's okay. If you don't need me, I'll be here. I'll be here. I'm gonna do my dance. And I'll be do my arc and drink my water. And enjoy the sun, you know. No problem. But if you need me, I'm here for you. And I'm sure that together working, we can find a way towards your healing, towards your sacred place in the world, you know. And by doing it together, you know, you get your reward, you know, your gift. If you're a projector, you get your success, or you get your satisfaction. If you manifest, you get your peace finally. And if you're a reflector, you get the cosmic surprise of wow. But you know, this is only when we are working together. So I need you. If you know, I need you to recognize me. And it's only then that I can recognize you. You know, these are the gifts of the projectors. Projectors, we are here to recognize the real, the truth in the other, but the real in the world as well. To be able to be clear in our seeing, in our hearing, in our being, and to stand as real consciousness in our truth, so everybody can remember, and to do it together, to remember together, to live a beautiful life together, in harmony, in peace. This is the truth. Everybody knows it deep inside. But there is a process to walk. If you have, if you have gotten into the illusion of Maya, of the mind, and you have confused yourself, which is super normal in this world. We live in these times, we live in these times that the matrix and the world, it has a lot to offer, a lot of distraction. So it's not something so untypical, it's kind of the norm to be super confused and to don't know who you are. But we need to change that, because we can do it, and this is evolution. Evolution is being in harmony, is being in oneness, in synergy, and that's where we are headed, that's where we are going. So the thing is, are you participating? Because this is the way how you do it. I mean, this is the way I know to do it. Maybe there are other ways. Of course, probably, I don't know. This is the way that I have found. The way that I have found is through total surrender to the magic of being, to the synchronicity of life, through the divine spark that's in me and that's in you and in all living things, to the truth that it's in our heart. It's really simple. It's really simple, but we need to trust each other and we need to do the work. So if you feel inspired, if you feel a calling, I am here for you. I will just sit and wait for you if you need me. If you feel a calling, maybe to do this for your child, to make it as a gift, to just offer it to anybody that you think can benefit from this. But come only if you're ready for a real transformation. Of course, you can come if you're curious, and if you're curious, it happens, There are curious beings that come to me all the time, and they're like, hey, what's this? What's human design? What's astrology? What's divine design? Can you tell me a little bit more? And from one thing to another, and their life is completely transformed. So it's okay if you don't know anything, and if you don't understand anything that I say, okay. If you feel your body just being energized, and if it feels like it's right for you to come to write me or to connect with me in any kind of a way, I am open. And as well, if you're ready to do the inner, deeper work, to really meet the light but the shadow as well, to really confront your fears and your egos, to really see yourself. Come then as well, just come as you are. Come as you are and surrender to the process, because there is magic in the other side, on the other side of the tunnel. There is the magic of you, of being surrendered, and just being surprised each and every moment of the beauty of life and what synchronicities bring, It's truly amazing. It's truly divine. It is love that is moving everything. And we need to trust it more. But there is the process. Each and every one of us needs to walk. This is the process of realignment. Thank you. Thank you for being and for listening and for feeling and for connecting. Thank you for the trust and for the devotion. I love you. And be, just be you are.